Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for April. Hope you guys are well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everybody that this is a general reading. So guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. And as always, Aquarius, please don't force yourself into a reading that's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aquarius? No? Thank you, Spirit. All right, Aquarius, you are starting out with the Hangman. You have the Strength card in reverse. And coming out together, we have the Moon along with the Empress in the reverse. So, Aquarius, you're dealing with some fears. And in fact, it seems like you've kind of got yourself stuck in that fear state. There's a need for you to look at something very differently. I feel like you're dealing with fears of the unknown, fears of lack. And I feel like you're kind of stuck in that energy. There's a lot of fear here. There's a need to look at this differently, to get yourself out of this lack mindset, to get yourself out of depression and out of fear. But you're going to have to look at something differently. So let's see who is in your energy. Show me who is in Aquarius energy. All right. We have the Page of Swords reversed. We have the Five of Wands and the Hierophant. You could be dealing with a Taurus. You don't have to be. But this is somebody who I feel like is in some sort of a conflict with you. It's like a tug of war. It's a battle of wills, you know, going back and forth here. Each party trying to win. This is somebody who might not be completely honest in the things that they tell you. And it might not be that they're directly lying. They could be lying by omission. But guys, a lie of omission is still a lie. Now with the Hierophant here, this person could be a spiritual leader, or they could be somebody who is seeking the advice of a spiritual leader. There could be something to do with commitment or well, it's really primarily about commitment. So let's see the energy between the two of you. Four Swords in the reverse. There's either recently been communication or there's going to be. And it would be after a period of not talking. I feel like you were waiting to talk to this person. They were being silent. And, you know, they could be using their silence as a form of control. I do feel like this is somebody who is a bit immature about the way they communicate. And this person wants to win. They're in conflict mode. They want to win. But I do see that if there hasn't, for a lot of you, there's already been some communication after that break. But for others of you, it's incoming. And you've been waiting to talk with this person. Let me see what's affecting this connection. The King of Pentacles. So it could be money that's affecting the connection, or you could be dealing with somebody here who is already in another commitment. Yeah, they could be a little bit conflicted as to what they, you know, which direction they should go. They don't really know what direction they want to go. But with the King of Pentacles, and it could even be that this person's in a commitment with you. This is committed energy though. And we have the Hierophant on their side. So let me see. But it could also be finances. Finances could be affecting this. Let me see the outcome at the end of the week for Aquarius and this person. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's already in a committed connection, Aquarius. I feel like this person is keeping you a secret, and that's contrary to, you know, who you are as this Empress energy. This person wants to keep you in a energy of an Empress that doesn't, you know their value, know their self-worth. And so I do see that there is passion here. There's something to do with a passionate beginning, but it's also the energy of this person giving their energy to more than one person. So let me see. The bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands in the reverse. That's underlying energy. And it does indicate that there's something you've been waiting for with this Hangman, that wait is over. So let's clarify. You could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But let's why is the Hangman here for Aquarius? Yeah, Ace of Wands reversed. And the Knight of Wands. You're waiting for communication since this ended. This is a highly sexual connection. It's a very passionate connection. And I do feel like you've been waiting for some sort of communication from this person. I also feel like this is an on again, off again type of situation. Looks like it's currently in the off again position. I do feel like you may be wondering if this person is just a little bit of a player. There's inconsistency here, though. This person comes in and then they rush out. Why is the Strength card in reverse for Aquarius? Justice in the reverse, Four of Wands reversed. So this person may have told you that they were divorced or that they're going through a divorce and that it's just not complete. And that could possibly be the case, but I feel like you feel at this point like you've been had, like you've been treated unjustly with regard to this. You're afraid that this person is not actually going to end this other connection. So let me see. Show me why the Empress and the Moon is here. All right, we have the Hermit in reverse, Six of Wands reverse, and the Fool in reverse. So there's a karmic element to this. I do feel like you don't know if things are going to be successful between the two of you. You would like to have a new start. You'd like to take a risk, but you just don't know if it's going to be successful. I'm also seeing this lack of communication. I feel like this person ghosted you. And I do feel like it left you feeling like you were questioning your own value, your own self-worth. I feel like you went through some depression here. I do feel like you do want to talk to this person. And there is going to be talking after a period where the two of you were not. I see a lack of communication that is ending here. But you know what's not ending, Aquarius? What's not ending is your fear and not knowing if this is just about sex or if this is actually going to be a committed connection where that's going to be successful, where you're going to be held up as the Empress, or if this person's going to try to keep you a secret, try to keep you as the Empress in the reverse, feeling a sense of lack, feeling a sense of not valuing themselves. So you have a lot of questions and a lot of fears in connection to this relationship. Let's look at their energy. Spirit wants to see Page of Swords in the reverse for the person in Aquarius energy. Why is the Page of Swords in reverse? Yeah, Three of Cups. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This person doesn't know if you're going out, if you're dating, if you're accepting other offers. They don't know if there's somebody new in your life during this period where the two of you haven't been talking. I will tell you that this person likes to party and they don't like other people to know it. And so that's one of the things that they've been omitting, that they haven't been telling you. This is somebody who loves to party. This does look like a third party situation as well. I do feel like this person has been withholding communication. They've been withholding any kind of an offer. Let's see why the Five of Wands is here. Chariot reversed and the Six of Swords. So this person wants to move out of this conflict with you. They want to move towards a more peaceful resolution. However, they are kind of stuck. They feel stuck. Yeah, they feel stuck. It's a tug of war. Now, they could also be stuck in another situation and unable to move forward. There's definitely a desire to move forward, but for some reason they feel like they can't. This person could live at a distance from you, and that could be an issue as well. There's some reason that this person is feeling like they cannot quite move forward just yet. Now, for some of you, it could be legal. This person could be involved in some sort of a legal struggle, and that's keeping them from moving forward currently. But they do want to move forward. Why is the Hierophant here for the person in Aquarius energy? Two of Coins. Yeah, the Ten of Coins. So this person, they don't want to let go of their money. They don't want to let go of their money. They were juggling because of finances. There's something to do with staying in a commitment because of financial issues. I feel like this person doesn't want to give up the good life. So they juggle you and this other person that they're currently in a commitment with. And it looks like it's financially related. You know, this commitment that they've been in for quite some time. So let's look at the energy between the two of you, because I do see some communication here. Why is the Four of Swords here in reverse? Three of Coins reversed. Page of Swords reversed. And the Eight of Coins. You may know this person through work or somehow that either you or they make their money. I do feel like you're hoping that this person, you're waiting for this person to come through and say, yes, I have ended another connection. Until that happens, I feel like you're kind of keeping silent. You've been keeping silent. You don't really know what's happening with this person. It's because they're very secretive. I do feel like you're hoping, though, that this person will come forward and say, yes, I've ended this. This is over. It's done. The person in your energy is, you know, wanting to put in effort, but they feel like you might turn them down. They don't know what you're going to do if they reach out to you. So they're looking at all the details on how to do that. That's what's taking them so long. Yeah, that's what's taking them so long. And I can tell you this too. They don't want to tell you about the partying. There is some partying energy that's here. There's a lot of stuff this person doesn't want you to know. Let me see why the King of Pentacles is here. I feel like this is somebody who is very interested in how the world sees them. They're very concerned that they have a certain appearance in front of the world. All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the Two of Wands reversed. So you feel that this person chose their money and chose someone else, a competition over you. Yeah. And that's why you feel like they treated you unjustly. It wasn't balanced. So unless this person chooses you, I feel like you're not moving towards them. But it's just really caused you to question your own value and self-worth, and it's caused some depression here as well. I feel like you've gone through a very difficult time. This has been painful. The person in your energy is definitely very, very used to having money. They're somebody that likes a good life, and they're very concerned with how other people view them. They want to be viewed in a certain manner. Yeah, so they're almost at a tug of war within themselves as well, you know, because they know that there would be some losses financially. They know that other people might view them a little differently. So I feel like they're kind of, it's a tug of war as far as their own emotional, you know, view of themselves. If they did move forward, they do want something with you, but you're feeling like they didn't choose you, that they chose to move in another direction with someone else, no less. And you feel like that person is a competition to you. Let's look at your outcome. Show me the outcome at the end of the week for Aquarius. All right, that's a lot. So, all right, so we have the Hangman in reverse. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Tower. And we have the Ten of Cups. Wow. So that's a lot to unpack. So what I'm seeing is that this person will reach out to you. There is love here. And in fact, this could even be a soulmate connection. But you feel like this person only has sex on the mind. That it's, you know, maybe this was just about sex. I do feel like what you've been waiting for with the Hangman, it goes into the reverse. And what you were waiting for is communication. So I do feel like this person will reach out to you. I do feel like it's going to be highly sexual in its, you know, energy. And I do feel like there's still some deception attached to this person reaching out to you. But I also feel like you're going to accept, you know, you're going to accept this communication from them. You're not going to be happy about it, however. Now, in their energy, this person is going through some sort of a tower moment, or they're bringing a tower moment. And it is associated to this connection with you. This is somebody who, they are still in the Hierophant energy, so they are still connected to someone else. They are juggling. And I do feel like that juggling is what's going to lead to a tower moment. But this person feels happy when they're with you, and they're beginning to realize it. So it's almost like they're saying, I'll trade a few minutes of happiness, a few hours of happiness, even if it brings on this tower moment. So this person is definitely flirting with danger here, and it is gonna lead to a tower moment. It's coming. Because there's still deception here. There's still deceit. There's still deception here. But you're definitely going to hear from them. I do feel like it's a situation where you're going to kind of give in to that temptation as well. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and it does show that the communication here was blocked. Again, I'm seeing that for some of you, distance was an issue as well. However, whatever you've been waiting for with this Three of Wands, that wait is over. I'm seeing that in three different places, but there's still deception attached to it. And that's what you need to be aware of. Okay. So I'm going to pull an oracle for you, Aquarius. It seems like a very difficult situation. All right, so you have number 31, and it says, it's the fairy, and it says, darling, don't you remember you're a badass? Keep winging it. It's talking about blessings and flow and magical energy. So give me a second, and I will read that for you. All right, so your affirmation says, everything I touch turns to gold. My energy attracts magic. Divine blessings, fairy dust, flow state, magic, and special powers. While frolicking in the forest and flying amid the mushrooms, a fairy has appeared to you. A most positive omen, as they only reveal themselves to a rare kind of person. A person who has magical energy or who will soon be sprinkled and blessed with some. One who is gifted magic mushrooms that hold special powers from deep within the forest. Who receives luck, then returns home with it. Fairies live with an effortless energy and personify the raw beauty of nature. They are nature's spirit and the human form manifested into one, an ultimate masterpiece. They are the tricksters of the forest, as they can vanish at will and are of a fickle nature. You don't want to mess with them, cut down their trees, or destroy their homes. In folklore, it is said that many have paid the penalty for doing so. Drawing the fairy card is a positive omen that blessings are near. Trust that you are wildly magical and capable of doing whatever your soul is calling you to do. You are being endowed with special powers and the Midas touch. Everything you touch will turn to gold. A period of grace, flow, magic, and opportunity is here, or soon will be. This card can also be a reminder to trust your divine instincts more, to stop thinking and trying to plan so much. Doing so consumes precious energy. Overanalyzing can simply end up wasting time. So keep winging it as the fairy does. Let loose and act freely. You have been given grace at this time. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Aquarius. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you guys in your next reading, namaste.